What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode number 218 of Smack Talk, presented by SmarkOutMoment.com. I am Tony Mango, your host of the panel, and joining me on the panel for this episode, Stephen Wago.
Moo.
Kalen Ferris.
This is Smack Talk.
Drew White.
Ben.
And Mike Payton. Today, our main event's going to be the mailbag that you guys sent in for January. We got the hot tags coming up in part 2. Wrestle break in part 3. The Fantasy League is going to end the show later on. And part 1 is the same it always is, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. And if this is your first week and you don't know what the Ask Him is, it's pretty simple. 2 questions that tie in together in some fashion. First one goes to the panel, second one goes to the audience. We're going to backtrack and talk about last week's questions, though, before we get into this week's questions. And the question to the panel last week, who has the most cumulative time spent in Royal Rumble matches? The answer to that was Triple H. After this Royal Rumble, still Triple H. Yeah. Just added a couple of extra more minutes. I think it was like 8 minutes and 50 seconds or so to his previous time. Still beating out Shawn Michaels. Nobody else quite getting to that level yet. Although Chris Jericho's up there pretty far. I think he's like number 5 or so. Question to the audience last week, who has the record for most Royal Rumble appearances? And that was Kane. So let's say who said what on our responses here. Bobby Lesnar, 86, says, I think Kane has a shot to be the answer. Thank you, Drew White. Best co-host ever.
Yeah, America.
Uh-huh.
Guest 5 says, finally get to say this, and hopefully it will make sense to you guys this time. It's gotta be Kane. Love people doing this. There's another It's Gotta Be Kane from Declan Mackery. More Supremo, I think Kane's got a shot. William Carey, one of the Brothers of Destruction, gotta say Kane. Christopher Marin, it's gotta be Kane. Last Lund Holmes says, well, this is an easy one. It's gotta be Kane. Please, Tony, have a question next week? I have a question every week.
Yeah, Tony, please have a question.
I think you might have wanted to insert good question in there. William Carey also says that it's Kane. Peter Piccinini says 2-0. I'm risking my streak because I don't really know, but I think Kane has been in like 11 or 12 in a row. Please, P.S. Feel better, Tony. Thank you, Peter, for that. I do feel much better this week. David Brown says, great show, fellas. Thank you, David. Listen to this, and then the Rumble straight through. Hope I can remember the question properly. I think it's AJ Lee that would make more money than Steph or the Bellas. Huh? You lost me on that one, David. Finally, Silent Way to Doom says, given how many pay-per-view paydays he got back in the day, I'd say Hercules Hernandez, unless it's just Triple H. Yeah, sure. Fuck Lanny Poffo, fuck Superstar Billy Graham, and fuck that other black guy, I don't know. Byron Saxton. That's his name. So, let's get into this week's set of questions, and they're still Royal Rumble related because that's still kind of fresh in the public consciousness right now. Next week, I'm going to start getting into some other non-Royal Rumble kind of things. I don't know what yet, but...
We'll get into the history of Fastlane.
Yeah, the whole history of Fastlane, maybe. So, the question to the panel for this episode. What is the average number of most eliminations per Royal Rumble?
4.
Nope, higher.
Including everybody? What do you mean?
Out of, like, you know, Kane the one year had 11 eliminations. Roman Reigns had 12.
Are you talking about for the
so on and
most?
so forth.
6.
It's between 6 and 7. You told us this the other day.
Yeah, and nobody remembers it necessarily.
No, I remembered it, but I just didn't hear the question.
Oh my god, just
Shut
say
up,
a fucking
Drew.
number.
Wow.
I said 6 and 7.
It's not 6 and 7. It is 7, though. 7 is the average. So the question to the audience, who had the record for most eliminations in a Royal Rumble before Kane's 2001 performance? If you think you know the answer or you want to take a guess, leave a comment below, send a tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim, or leave a comment on SmarkOutMoment.com. Next week I'll tell you the answer and anything else I need to tell you, and we're going to continue on in part 2 with the hot tags of the week. So stay tuned. If you're on YouTube, click on that next video, and we'll see you there.